This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
I've made many references to Republicans and their tendency to wave their little pocket constitutions around, to act as though they are fond of our founding document. They are experts in our founding document. Constitutionalists, originalists. They are free speech absolutists. They are Second Amendment absolutists. But when it comes time, when the rubber hits the road and we look at some of the measures that they try to pass, we learn that they are not so big, whether it be knowledge-wise or loyalty to that Constitution. They're loyal when it suits them, when it fits their particular political narrative, but not otherwise. I'm going to read a little bit from this Vox article talking about the law in Florida that tried to restrict the First Amendment surrounding whether or not social media companies are forced to keep insurrectionist traitor politicians on their platforms. From Vox again, Florida's social media free speech law has been blocked for likely violating free speech laws. The Florida law prevented certain platforms from banning political candidates. A federal appeals court has upheld a ruling that blocked a controversial Florida law aimed at prohibiting certain social media platforms from banning political candidates or journalistic enterprises from their services, and it has been blocked. The law, which the state legislature passed last year and was largely seen as a response to perceived censorship of conservative politicians and media, was the first of its kind to be signed. Because the fascists in Florida, in the Republican Party, don't care about the First Amendment. They don't care about the Constitution of the United States. Quote, "We're pleased," the court ensured, "that social media can remain family-friendly by delaying Florida's law from taking effect." Steve Del Bianco, president of Net Choice, an industry group that was one of the plaintiffs suing to overturn the law, said in a statement after the judge's ruling last year, quote, "This order protects private businesses against the state's demands that social media carry user posts that are against their community standards." Yeah. Again, this isn't just about free speech. This is about the Republican Party, who's all about deregulating, leaving business alone to act how they want to act, until those particular businesses run afoul of the Republicans' fascist agenda. Look at what's happening to Disney in the state of Florida. They come out against the Don't Say Gay bill, and Ron DeSantis starts in wild attempts at punitive measures against Disney. The law, which is called the Stop Social Media Censorship Act, was proposed by Governor Ron DeSantis in January 2021, shortly after then-President Trump was banned or suspended from multiple social media platforms, most notably Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, for encouraging the January 6th insurrection of the Capitol building. The law also came after years of unfounded complaints from conservatives that big tech companies unfairly moderate their speech, and after the failure of Trump's own multi-pronged attack on Section 230, a federal law that allows online platforms to moderate user content how they see fit. Now, research, however, has shown that platforms do not discriminate against conservative content. If anything, they do the exact opposite. And we've seen this on Facebook, where Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire gets an insanely outsized distribution of their content, more than the New York Times and the Washington Post, the Daily Wire. They're not censored. They're not throttled. They're not shadow banned. They are free and unfettered to spread their filth and their hatred and their fascist ideology. The United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit upheld the ruling in May 2022, saying that most of the Florida law was substantially likely to be a violation of social media platforms' First Amendment rights. So cry me a river, conservatives. just boo-hoo me a river of your tears and your whining about your adherence and love and respect for the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Because at the first chance you get to curtail First Amendment rights, you do it. Because you are hypocrites. You are liars. You are fake-triots. You literally hug your flags, gross, disrespectful, while violating people's First Amendment rights and crying about First Amendment, free speech. Shut up. What a day. What a time to be alive. What do you think? I invite your input. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. Thank you for your time and attention. Thanks for all of your support while I was gone, your patience. Follow me on social media. I'd love to connect with you there and mix it up on the social media. We can all have our First Amendment rights. I am at Dollemore on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. If I bring you some value, if there's somebody else out there on this platform that does more for you than I do, support that person. Toss that person a couple bucks a month. In these times, in this space, it is important to have independent voices that are not controlled or dictated to by corporate media. And if I am that guy for you, if there's somebody else, give that person a little bit of money, support them. It's very important. But if I am that person for you, please consider supporting me. You can click the join button below this video. For as little as $1.99 a month, you can help support and produce and take part in the mission of this show. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Both those are great ways to support what I do here. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time and your attention, your activism, your organization, and your passion for making this country, this world, a better place for all of us. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.